Jack and Dave rolling, boots on the ground. Big Rooster Media making their rounds, tackling water wars right center.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Dave.
Hey, what's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike. Hope you guys are enjoying the summer-like weather we're having. It's about time, right?
Yeah, it's short weather. It's summer. It's
Right.
Klamath summer.
Right? Yeah.
And by the, I guess, activities, it's full swing.
Right. Got the cruise coming up. Well, by the time you see this, the cruise will be over,
Wrapped up.
wrapped up,
Yeah.
done, shipped on. So we record this on Friday. So cruise is just getting ready to kick off, but it'll all be said and done by the time you guys see it. But man, it was a busy week, end of the week.
Right?
To,
So, let's see. You want to go in order? So, third Thursday would be.
Third Thursday would be the start of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so third Thursday was good this year. First one this year. Busy. Businesses were happy. We were both down there kind of doing multiple things, but
Multitasking, yeah.
rooster activity, and others said,
Right.
yeah.
Got to meet one of our viewers, Cody. It's good to meet you. Thanks for coming over and introducing yourself. That was cool. And yeah, it was a good turnout. Third Thursday had a lot going on. That was cool.
And just so you guys are aware, the next third Thursday, so we're talking July 3rd, not third Thursday. So the next, follow me now, the next third event will be Friday the 18th.
It'll be the third Friday.
Yeah. It's not, we didn't, it wasn't us, but yeah, the powers moved it
don't have
to,
that influence.
yeah, not yet. But yeah, so the next third event will be third Friday of July the 18th.
Cool. I still would like for Big Rooster, either that one or the last one, to set up a booth. So we'll have to see. Actually, I think the 18th, we might both be out of town that weekend.
Yeah, so we're looking August there, buddy.
Yeah. All right.
But
Trying to squeeze in as much camping as we can with our families and that. So makes it tough. But yeah, so third Thursday was great. Like I said, got to had a few folks actually recognize us from the program. So thank you. It's nice to know that we're actually reaching some folks out there. But then this past Thursday morning Thursday morning was the Awake at 8ish put on by the Klamath Chamber of Commerce and Heather Harder. And it was hosted by KOTI at their station here in town. And that was really cool. Had a great turnout, met some good people, and got to talk with Bob Wise, who is actually the general manager and president of KOTI, and then Kingsley Kelly, who is his direct subordinate and oversees what's going on over here in Klamath Falls. I've met Kingsley before. Again, super nice guy. Wealth of information, just being new to what we're doing. I was just kind of curious about how the pros do it, if you will. And they were more than happy to answer all my questions and just had a good time and actually kind of cool. I'm not going to go into details, but they're interested in covering some of the stories that we cover.
it's about time.
Right? So we'll leave that announcement for a later date. But yeah, they've got some interest in what we're doing here. So that's pretty cool. And then,
Yeah.
you had some thoughts?
No, yeah, we'll leave the announcing for now, but
Yeah, we'll see if it takes off or not. They got a lot going on, and I know their schedules are busy, so I have to wait and see where that heads. But then after that, there was yet another mixer yesterday evening, getting all twisted up here, put on by Cat's Deed Prep Services at the Coop Lounge. And yeah, if you're in business in Klamath, you should go to these things because you just don't know who you're going to meet or how things can work out for you. So Making a lot of good connections at both of these events. And you get to have a tasty cocktail at the Coop, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, I did not make it to the 8-ish event, but yes, we both made it to the Coop event at the Coop, and that's always a good time. No matter where it's at, the Garage Tap House or the Coop or is there another one? But yeah, they drinks are always available, but they also put out some kind of snacky or grazing food.
Grazing food.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put
but
it.
yes, just
Charcuterie boards and stuff.
we go there to try to find guests for the show. It's a small business type thing. But it's always a good time. Yeah, just get your name out there, meet and greet, and see who's there. So,
Yep. All right, sir. Well, there's the fluffy stuff.
there's the fluffy stuff. All right. So, Klamath County, they're omitting it. So there's been a surge, they're calling it, in business burglaries, and I don't know if this is a common thing. It seems to be they could catch people if this is truly happening, but they're calling it on burglaries through roof entry. I don't think they're talking about Santa Claus, but to me that would be. I don't. They didn't go into details. My mind went crazy. It sounds like a big. I don't know what you call it. Almost like stealing a catalytic converter, like a process. I mean, to me, I'm seeing like a saw or through the roof.
Cutting the locks off the roof hatches, because most buildings like that will have a roof hatch.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But there's stuff involved. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Ladders, or I'll call it like, what do you call it? The ladder on the building, or you're bringing your own ladder. There's stuff involved.
Right.
But they did put out a disclaimer, and I'll totally agree with the stuff they're offering. I mean, you need to, if you're in business, it's just a good idea, and they're getting more and more common. I mean, there's cameras everywhere nowadays, but they're suggesting cloud-based services, which I don't disagree with. I could list pros and cons of cloud and or like a DVR-based system. But yeah, you want all your...
Well, they're saying the DVR-based systems, they've been stealing the DVR, too. So there goes
right.
your video. That's...
Well, okay, so you don't want your... Okay, so yes, I agree on the cloud-based system, either one. You want all your corners covered. You want probably, I'll say, for a square building, you want your four corners, you want your, I'll say, a front door and maybe like an employee door covered, so that's 6. I'm not going to go so far as the roof, but at least 6 will get you all your four corners, probably partially your parking lot. That way you can get the maybe a license plate or a description on the people or stuff like that. But not only that, I mean, if you are going with a DVR-based system, you don't just want it like Mike Celsius can over there sitting on the counter, just in your office, just, oh, hey, there's, and it's gone.
Right.
You want it locked up. I mean, this cabinet right back here, if you had a lock on that, it's just more deterrent. You don't want easy pickings. So, it's my high horse, I guess, but just...
No, it's solid advice.
Be smart in how you set up your stuff. If you're going to go through that much process and that much stuff and buying the camera and the system, this, that, just...
Get yourself a nice pit bull from the shelter and let it spend the night in your place of business.
Right?
Yeah, they need to eat too. Nothing against pit bulls. I love them. So...
But yes, so just do your own homework, I guess.
Fair enough.
No. Huh? That's me.
All right. Well, I had to come up with my own crime story, which wasn't hard to do, sadly.
Recently?
So, yeah, if I'm sure most of Klamath County is heard by now, but there was an incident at the AMA on 6th Street downtown. A gentleman busted in there, threatened to kill the clerk. In order to leave, kind of took over the place, pointed a pistol at several patrons. Klamath County Sheriff's Office and OSP did, in fact, respond to that. And a SWAT team was activated and responded as well. He was actually captured and, without further incident, taken to the hospital, Sky Lakes, for some reason. Oh, for non-life threatening injuries he sustained while vandalizing the business. You know what? He just let him bleed out. I ain't paying. That's coming out of our tax dollars. Why am I paying this idiot's medical bill because he hurt himself vandalizing a building? Nah, let him bleed. Anyway, I guess they can't do that because if he did survive, he could sue him, and there's that stupid stuff. But he had a pistol. He had more than $1,000 of cash on him, and that. I was happy to see. I believe he was actually charged and housed.
Detained?
He's probably out now, but
Well, no, that's we won't.
33-year-old Dustin Townsend of Klamath Falls is medically cleared, and the charges included assault 1, unlawful use of a weapon ×3, felon in possession of a firearm, theft 1 by receiving, criminal mischief 1, burglary 1, and kidnapping 1 ×2. So anyway, that's almost enough to put him in jail. It's right there. But anyway, just leave that as it is. He last I heard he was still housed there. So there's that. I got to do an aside real quick. I'm sorry, sir. I started this show because I wanted to point out the good in Klamath County, and there is a lot of good. It's just, these are all things that need to be, the public needs to know what's going on.
And there's getting more and more stories about said stupidness.
Yeah, people are just emboldened. And I know that the KCSO has got their challenges, whatever that might be. Going to that another date. I think the KFPD does a good job. I think the OSP does a decent job. They got 6,000 square miles to cover. It's a big area to cover. So anyway, it's just something's got to change, Klamath Falls, because businesses are getting robbed, houses are getting robbed. I saw a story I didn't even have time to follow up on with this, that an ATM got ripped out of a building yesterday.
With the U-Haul, sir.
Right? I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, until you start holding these people seriously responsible for their crimes, there's no deterrent. Oh, okay, I got arrested, I got booked, and then I'm going to hitchhike on out of here before they're even done with my paperwork. That don't work. And no, it's not 100% the fault of our local law enforcement. Our lovely folks in Salem pretty much said, unless, they're going to kill somebody, you can't keep them in jail. And I get, okay, so that's part of it. But the other part is they at least need to be arrested and booked into jail. I mean, there's got to be, I don't know what the answer is. There's got to be a fix, and I would love to hear from anybody in law enforcement and the legal system and whatever and maybe we can get some guests on here that can answer these questions. But something's got to change. It's just going the wild, wild west, and the time is coming sooner rather than later, I suspect, where people are just going to start taking justice into their own hands. And I don't think that's what they want around here, but that might be what they get. So there's my rant.
Well, and just to put a bow in, or whatever you want to call it, I don't think most of us here vote towards that way. I mean, this was a statewide act that not housing people. But yes, we are the correct county for defending your own property kind of stuff.
Right.
So it's not a good place that we're in.
It's a great place to live. It's not a great place that we're in because of
the majority elsewhere.
Yeah, the geniuses in Salem that let's legalize all drugs and then make it impossible to keep somebody in jail. That's what got us pretty much here where we're at today.
Yeah.
So great job, Salem. I'm just dropping that and leaving it there. I'm trying to not single folks out today.
Alrighty.
Next, sir, what do you got?
All right. So they're trying to streamline the process. So if you go to a day use area or a facility for the U.S. Forest Service, you can now get your annual permit online. So you don't have to go. It adds up after a while, and it is a savings if you are out and about camping or using the day use facilities. So you go to recreation.gov and you can get your annual permit for $30, and you don't have to find a place or something like that to fulfill your annual. It's a good thing. It's just one more step of streamline, whatever you want to call it, getting stuff online for that. So just a little, yeah.
A move for efficiency? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Huh.
All right.
Huh.
Back to me, sir.
Back to you.
All right. So Klamath County is going to receive a much needed $1,115,636. And it's called the Payment in Lieu of Taxes program. PILT is how they abbreviate it. And funds are congressional appropriations that help provide revenue for public lands that aren't. So since they took logging away from Klamath County, essentially, we lost a substantial amount of income when that industry went away. So this is helping out to help replace those funds. I don't know for a fact, but I suspect this is a small part of what we lost when logging went away, because that was a huge industry for Klamath County. But it's intended to go towards police force, roads, emergency responders, schools. So my hope is, I don't see anything that says this is recurring, but I believe that it is. Maybe it can help out our struggling local law enforcement agencies some. I know we talked to Andrew Nichols the other week that, that was a big part of the funding, was taking money away from the roads to give to the sheriff's office to try to keep it working. Well, I don't know. Haven't had a chance to talk to Andy about it. We will be talking with Commissioner Minty shortly. But find out if maybe this money can be given to police force and help maintain the sheriff's office or the jail or whatever. But anyway, it's positive. It's money coming into Klamath County. It's desperately needed.
Well, and it's a substantial amount as well. So that's good news.
Yeah. And I guess the last one's mine, sort of too. Dave was like, "Hey, you got anything for food?" And personally, no, I don't. But my wife did give the old Jersey Mike's a try the other day and said the sandwiches were fantastic. The crowd was crazy, and she highly recommends getting the app and ordering your food online so you can just roll in, grab it, and go. That sounds like good advice. I have yet to have it, but it's by the end of the weekend that might change. We'll see.
Well, and it is a Klamath. I don't know what you want to call it, tradition, whatever. Something new comes in, we come out in droves. Oh, what's that? And
Is Sonic open yet?
oh yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Right.
Wiener Schnitzel. What's? But yes. So yeah, I mean, hopefully it stays going strong. It's kind of, I'll say, upscale sandwich. You all have your favorites, but yeah, everybody's coming out to try it, especially if they don't get out and about in in Oregon or the world much. But yeah, it's crazy. So
I'm a sandwich guy, so I'm pretty happy to have options. I'm not sorry, Subway, you're not on my radar, but Jimmy John's, I've been a very devout customer there since they opened a few years ago, and yeah, looking forward to giving Jersey Mike's a try. So, from what I've heard and what my wife has said, that I suspect I'm gonna like it. So
yeah, get out there and give it a shot before that parking lot comes a total
that
when
is
that third place opens.
that's right. I mean, that is a decent location as far as access. It is a horrible location for parking for three new businesses in town. But it is what it is. I'm still waiting to hear what's going to happen with the old Burger King there on the corner of Washburn and South 6th Street. I haven't heard anything. That would have been a great Wiener Schnitzel location.
Well, and so that whole corner is weird because that is the one of the main hubs of Klamath, South Six and Shasta, or no, South Six and Washburn. Sorry, South Six and Washburn. Yeah, and two out of the four businesses there are not there no more.
Right.
You had the Rite Aid closing, and then Burger King first, I guess. But yeah, those are two prime spots on a hub of a corner, just sitting there. So
Yeah, not maybe there were. I have no idea. It's just a guess on my part. Maybe the rent has gotten out of hand there in that area. People, well, I know Rite Aid just that business model is not doing great right now anyway. But as far as Burger King, yeah, I don't know. I mean, rent would have to be pretty high to justify building a brand new location down the road mile versus just staying where you were. But maybe I don't know. Might have to look into that.
flame boiled is not paying the bills anymore. I don't know.
I mean, as fast food burgers go, a Whopper's pretty hard to beat. I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of fast food in general, but if I'm gonna have a fast food burger, I do like a Whopper. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I go Baconator. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You can get a Whopper with bacon on it. You can get a double Whopper with bacon
Yeah.
on it.
I like
All
the
right.
square corners. Do something.
Square burger. Get a square meal that way. And then for those of you that were looking for an episode of day drinking last week, we apologize. Just things didn't work out where we were able to get an episode out, but we will resume this coming week. So Thursday there will be a new episode of Day Drinking. Stand by for that, and then also next week we are going to have Commissioner Minty on here, and we got to take from Commissioner Nichols and how things are going for him his first 6 months as county commissioner, and then Kelly Minty, she's been a commissioner for quite a few years now. She's kind of a mainstay down there, and yeah, happy to have her coming on the program and share her insights in what's going on in Klamath County.
Well, and we'll pull out the hard questions for her because Andrea was new. She's seasoned. We need to pull
Seasoned
that.
vet, yeah.
I don't know.
But no, we appreciate that. It's always nice to hear the people that are in our government that are working for us to hear their take on what's actually happening. I think you and I both learned something talking to Andy when he was on here, and I expect the same talking with Kelly. So looking forward to having her on.
And appreciative for people like that for coming on.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. By far, the county commissioner's office has been the most media friendly group that we've dealt with, I believe.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so thank you to our county commissioners for opening up and talking with us, getting the word out of what's actually happening in Klamath County. We appreciate it.
Yep.
And on that note, sir.
Yeah, Bill's kicking us out.
Yeah, Bill's still mad at me for last week for not getting the day drinking.
That's right. Did you get your official reprimand yet?
Yeah. Bill showed up with a hockey mask on and scared the crap out of me. So, anyway, you guys, hope you have a great week, and we will catch up with you next Tuesday. Thanks a lot.